Often students ask me, hey Justin, can you please name me a Petrucci solo that is better for beginners or intermediate players? And I not only have one solo, I have 5 solos for you in today's list. Here we go. Hey Guitar Champion, what's going on? I'm Justin Hombach back from my practice cave and welcome to today's video. Yes, John Petrucci, the Shred Lord himself, usually has solos that are quite difficult. But today I'm going to show you 5 of my favorite solos that are good for beginners or intermediate guitar players. We're starting off this list with the hardest, and number 1 is going to be his easiest solo, but also one of the most beautiful solos that he wrote for a song that I don't really like, so it's definitely worth to watch the whole video to find out what number 1 is. If you want to have the free tabs for today's videos, then check the link in the description box. There you can download them. And if you want to learn all of these solos, then join my Patreon club, because there I have a full lesson where I explain every solo note for note. But not only that, there I also have lick challenges, solo challenges, behind the scenes stuff, and much more. So it's definitely worth to check that out. Link is in the description box. So let's start with the list. On number 5 we have a solo that could be a bridge from Petrucci's easiest playing to the little bit more of intermediate or difficult kind of playing. And I'm talking about the final solo, the end solo of Pale Blue Dot from Distance Over Time. Here we have a lot of melody, but he is outlining really cool chord progression, really mystique kind of non-diatonic chord progression. Pretty cool. But in the end, we have some of the more modern Petrucci licks. Some interesting intervallic licks, some interesting arpeggio licks, some interesting shred runs. So the usual Petrucci stuff, but not over the top exaggerating like usually in a Petrucci solo. No, it's a little bit more decent and a little bit easier and beginner friendly to learn. Number 4 we have the solo from Overture 1928 from Scenes from My Memory. Here he's using some really cool scales, the Jan Hammer scale, Mixolydian kind of pentatonic scale, but also he's working around with cool motifs and cool melodic ideas and combining them with some interesting fusion-esque kind of shredding. Here a little bit more tricky for our left hand, but still definitely doable when you are more on the beginner to intermediate level. Let's check out Overture 1928 from Scenes from My Memory. So you have struggled with your speed, problems with hand synchronization, you sound sloppy in general, but I have the solution. The ZEN of speed picking. Speed picking? I'm going to learn speed picking? Oh shit! Hey, I think you like it. Want some more? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Okay, what's this? Where can I get this? Check the link in the description box. There you can download it. He got it as a bundle with the ZEN of Sweeping for 50% off. I know how to shred.
Show me.
On number 3, we have one of the most legendary Petrucci solos because it's one of the most famous songs from Petrucci, and that is Pull Me Under. The Pull Me Under solo is based on a specific motif that he's playing over a specific chord progression, the moving fifths chord progression. More about this in the Patreon. But he plays around that motif with some legato runs and even some Kirk Hammett kind of inspired legato run the end and a big Yngwie inspired legato run. So here, those licks, they are really typical for the early 90s Petrucci, but the way how the licks are structured is actually quite decent and quite easy to learn. So let's check out Pull Me Under. On number 2, we have You Not Me, which is a solo that is more based on rocking kind of riffs, you know, playing with power chords, a little bit AC/DC-esque, playing some interesting pentatonic lines. There's one really cool, interesting fusion, kind of chromatic fusion line in there that Petrucci is using a lot later, but here it's kind of the easiest version of that chromatic fusion-esque kind of lick and run that he has there. But overall, a pretty easy solo with some chord playing in it, some percussive stuff, a little bit of effect kind of thing going on. The only difficult here are the last two licks, but they, compared to what Petrucci is doing otherwise, yeah, give it a try, give it a chance. It is really not that hard, and it's really good if you want to have a first kind of chromatic fusion-esque kind of lick. Alright, and on number 1 I have the solo from Wither. I really don't like that song. I know that the meaning behind it, it's really important for Dream Theater, because in that song Portnoy already talks about leaving Dream Theater and changing something in his life. But this song is so cheesy. And I mean, I love The Astonishing, a record that a lot of people don't like, but the cheesiness there is combined with epicness. It's about a hero that's fighting the evil, and in Wither it's about a grown man crying, and I don't know. I think that's pretty cheesy, and I never got into that song. I never really liked that song. But the solo is actually really, really cool and really beautiful and really easy. It's an easy motive, there are easy runs in it, and when you have ever tried to learn a Metallica solo, you are definitely on the level to learn this solo. So let's check out Wither. Here I have to say I had to play it without the original or backing track, because the only tracks that I could find on the net was like 432 hertz, which, no, I don't want to retune this guitar, and I don't want to go through all my boxes over there and trying to find the original CD that I had. So yeah, here it is without the original. And as well, these are my 5 favorite solos from Petrucci that I can recommend for beginners. If you like this video and if you want to see more, then hit the subscribe button. With that, you can support me a lot. And I hope I'm going to see you in my next video. Cheers and power your progress. Bye.